Welcome back, everybody. What is happening? Welcome, everybody, to another Tuesday Museday. I'm Kalani, your host, along with you, the hosted. How are you guys doing? I want to say hello to everybody who's here. Alex, Roseanne, let me see. Got to go back up. You guys got here early. Bill, Bradley's here. Daisy, welcome. And who else is here? I'm not reading everything. Cornelius, welcome. And Sue, welcome. Chris, I think we're all caught up. Sorry, it's 1 degree. Wow, that's brutal. I'll do what I can. We'll help warm you guys up. Hopefully you feel like moving a little bit. All right. More cowbell. Just kidding. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. All right. Yes, more cowbell. Today's theme, back to basics. I mean, that's not super basic. It's kind of basic, though. What was I doing? We're just doing basic beat on the conga. Start with just a regular, simple tumbao. And I did a really simple bass line, just A, E, A. Basically it's a one chord montuno, excuse me. I played the keyboard, got a little kind of a what is it on? Let me see. Just a A7 to D7. Super simple, but that's all you need sometimes, right? And I set up the tonality to play my A minor flute in kind of a blues scale over the A major of the keyboard, the A7, and that's it, you guys. A little güiro, a little shaker, a little cowbell, little block, some soloing. That's it. So basic elements, but fun, right? that's what it's about. So nothing super fancy. I mean, the soloing gets a little fancy, right? That's our icing on the cake, but that's personal. So yes, what am I playing? DX, yeah, the little DX keyboard over here. I like this. I got this. This was an upgrade. Yeah, what is it called? Reface? I don't know what it's called. It sounds good though. Let me see. This is one of my favorite patches. Like this one. But it's nice, yeah. And so we might get back to that later today. I don't know. We'll see what we want to do. For right now, let's move on to one of our signature features, and that is, you guys know what's coming.
Guess the sound!
So I think this should be pretty easy today, because I always say that, but I'm trying to throw you guys some softballs. So you can improve your batting average, your record. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad, but we'll see. All right, so here it is. I'll give you a couple different, you guys should get this, but I want the correct name. All right, that's all you're getting for now. Who can guess the sound? And, Alex, maybe I will. Does it have a square lead patch? I'm sure it does. He's not asking about the keyboard. Let me see what's on here. There's a few lead, but honestly, I haven't been through it that much. So here's a lead. Whoa, that's not a square lead. I don't know. These are just names, so I don't really know. I can't really tell by the name. Here's Cloud Pad. Does that sound like? Here's Cheese Organ. Oh, and marimba. Maybe we can use that later. All right. Well, that's all I got for right now. So we'll have to see. All right. I think I left the volume on my computer. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna check what you guys. There we go. Anybody? Does anybody? All right. I think. You know what? I think Cornelius is correct. Isn't that nice? That's it. Good job, my man. It is the cabasa, and I play it a couple different ways. So let's just do a little mini cabasa lesson. How I was just playing it is like this. Let me go over here. Let's do this. How about that? Dual camera. So this is the way I show, kind of the basic. What are you guys talking about? Lawrence Well? Oh, is that the cheese organ? So you can do that. You can also shake it. You can do fancier stuff like a spin, a twist and spinny. So yeah, those are just a few things you can do with the kabasa. And the kabasa is it's not an ethnic instrument. This was invented by Martin Cohen, the founder of LP, Latin Percussion, and founded in New Jersey, you guys. And he came up with this in the 50s, I believe, and has since been replicated. But it's kind of based after what they call the afouché, or the gourd, a rattle scraper. It's like a gourd with beads on it. Kind of like this. Maybe not exactly, but if you think about it, see, it's like instead of doing this, all right, we're just doing this. So similar sound, pretty easy. You guys, these are always in music stores, so I thought I would break this out. It is pretty basic. So, all right, what do we have? Let's check. Yeah, afouché kabasa. So congratulations, Cornelius. I think you were the first one. Oh, did Alex? Oh, Alex got it first. Oh, okay. Let's back up. Let me see. Oh, that's okay. So you guys are just changing the spelling. All right, Alex, I stand corrected. I sit corrected. Congratulations, Alex. Roseanne, how many points should Alex get today for his correct answer? It's up to you. I'm advocating my right to name or to come up with a number of points. And thank you, Tom. Thanks for being here. Tom's here, Tom Fox, and thanks for the tip. And Daisy says, our kabasa fell apart. Took me an hour to put it back together myself. Yeah, if it explodes, you end up with lots of circles of little, let's call them ball bearings or beads, and it can be tricky, I know, to put them back together. They look pretty sturdy. They are sturdy when they're together, but if there's a little Allen, like an Allen bolt on the top here, and if that comes out, and by the way, you can tighten them. You can just hold it and turn the handle, and sometimes that tightens it. Or you can use an Allen wrench on the top, at least on this one. All right. What else do we have? 17 3/4 points for Alex. Nice. Very good. So hopefully later, if you're like me, probably that 3/4 of a point is gonna bother you a little bit. So maybe somewhere down the line, we can have a 1/4 point that you can round up, to 18. But until then, let the tension build. Alex, you had an egg shaker that fell apart and exploded. What came out? All right. Okay, you guys. So since we're on the music mindfulness frame, I wanted to talk at you guys a little bit about the idea of now I forgot it. Now it should be called music forgetfulness. I actually like the term thoughtfulness instead of mindfulness, because I feel like mindfulness is like an inward thing that we do within ourselves, but then I feel, and this is just my opinion, I feel like thoughtfulness is more like we're being thoughtful, we're being considerate and kind. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to talk about. So anyway, that's just something. Yeah, that you could think about. So here's the thing, you guys, and this really does relate to music and mindfulness. Now, I've often made the point, or asserted that all these percussion instruments, especially the drums, but them all of these things, what they do is they amplify our movements, right? Would you agree? They are amplifiers of our, individual movements, our hand movements, sometimes our leg movements, but mostly our hand movements, finger movements. And that's what they do. They amplify the movements based on how we hold things, how we strike things. But essentially, like a drum, this drum right here, all these drums, they're kind of like speakers, right? They're like membranes, like a speaker. And we hit it, we get it vibrating, and it amplifies the action, right? So here's the action. I'm coming down, boom. And that action of striking the drum gets amplified by the drum. All right, so we don't have to keep going over that idea. I think if we take that idea that all musical instruments, let's just spread that across musical instruments. Musical instruments amplify our actions, and it's good to remember that our actions amplify our thoughts and intentions. You see what I did there? So all of our actions are the gestures, the things we say, the faces we make, all the things we do in the world amplify our thoughts and intentions, right? Maybe our subconscious intentions. So I'm not even saying that everything we do is conscious. No. A lot of what we could do in the world, how we could be, the music we play, if you will, is an amplification of our conscious and subconscious or unconscious thoughts and intentions. So that's the idea. That's the thought I wanted to leave you guys with. So you think about that, and then you can ask yourself, what is my music about? What am I about? What is the music of my life that I'm composing and that I'm putting out there in the world? Because it doesn't have to be just, a musical instrument that amplifies your actions. It could be words and gestures and deeds that amplify your intentions. All right? So just a little music thoughtfulness, music mindfulness idea for you. All right? Okay. Welcome. Yes, welcome, Noelia. I think you've been here before, right? Am I saying welcome back? And yeah, so let's do some Q&A if you guys want, or we can even do like a gimme 5 and maybe we can squeeze in another one. Or if you guys have any questions, I do want to remind you that I just posted. Now, I don't know if all of you are subscribed to the World Drum Club channel, but if you're not, I recommend that you hit the bell, right? Hit the bell like I did earlier, and subscribe so that when I post a video, when there's a new video or something, that you guys get notified. That's what the bell is for, right? I just posted a new video that I've been thinking about doing for a while, and it's called 5 Essential Percussion Instruments. And I played all the ones that I have in that video in the opening here. And they include congas, bongos, cowbell, and shaker, and what was the other one? Cowbell, shaker, and why am I missing? Let me look. Congas, bongos. I don't know what he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do you remember, Roseanne? I just posted it, you guys. It's probably down there below. What is Hulk Smash? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Hulk Smash, is that? Oh, tambourine, thank you. Yes, tambourine. Okay, I didn't play them all, I lied. Oh, I do have the tambourine over here, hang on. It's so obvious I forgot about it. So yeah, tambourine. And I talk about why I chose those in the video, so I'm not going to repeat that. But I do recommend if you guys are, if you're in percussion enthusiasts, I know some of you have another main instrument that you play, and you're here for like percussion inspiration maybe, or some percussion tips. But if you haven't picked up and practiced all those instruments, I recommend it because they're all really fundamental and they're so common that I think no matter what situation you're in, if you can play tambourine or cowbell, shaker would be our hand percussion, you know, handheld percussion, and then bongos, congas, right? And then you're good, you're covered. And you could do gigs, you can go out and play, you're always ready, all right, for music making. And I think if you can practice those a little bit, then you'll be an asset to any ensemble. And also, if you're a music teacher or facilitator, you also want to make sure you've got, you know, working knowledge of those instruments, just because they're just so common and widely used. All right. Okay. Hulk smash. I don't know what that is. I'm kind of out of the loop on that, but I'm going to go with it. Maybe that can be the title of our Gimme 5 today. Hulk smash. Is that just is that smashing the like button or the bell? By the way, I meant to show you guys this last week when we did the cowbells, the more cowbell Tuesday Museday. This is kind of loud, so oh my gosh, it's really loud. Woo! It's got a lot of high harmonics. But I wanted to show this to you, and I think I've shown this once before a while back, but I want to show this to you because it's really special. Let me go to the side camera here. That's not it. All right, this bell is the school bell that was rung in the little schoolhouse that my father attended when he was a little kid. Right? So the teacher, you know, whoever would stand outside and they would ring this bell. And look at that. I mean, so this is probably 100 years old. I'm sure it is. So my dad was born in 25. Yeah, he would have been 100 next year on September 22nd. So yeah, he was born in 1925, and this is the bell from his schoolhouse. Isn't that cool? So I have that. And he just passed away January 1st. And he's 98, and so his name was Russell. And so I have this bell, and you know, I'll think about him. I'll keep it, you know, cherish it. It's family heirloom. It's also a really cool old bell. And last week we talked about how bells were used in places of illumination, schools, churches, mosque, synagogue, temple, you know, all that stuff. Also fire departments, I guess, but places of illumination and I guess fire is illuminating, isn't it? Okay. All right. So that's it, and that's one of the instruments we can incorporate today also. Let me show you and yeah, actually I want to respond to some of your comments because you guys are making a lot of great comments. Okay. I'm looking. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Cornelia said he learned to play shaker from watching my videos, and it does help. Even if you just play shaker, it's a great skill if you're a musician in any instrument or singer, anybody. A lot of singers pick up the tambourine, and they are not necessarily ready to play the tambourine. That's the thing about those instruments, though, shaker, cowbell, tambourine. Everybody thinks they can play them, you know, because they're easy to pick up and hold and handle. But just because you can pick something up easily doesn't mean you should be trying to play music on it, right? And I make that point when I teach, is that there's a difference between just making sound, right, with a shaker and playing what sounds like music on the shaker, right? Like a groove. Play a groove. Can you play a groove on a tambourine or a bell or any instrument, not just make a sound? Yeah, and Daisy was talking about zills, which are the small finger cymbals, and used on tambourines. Yeah, those are really nice. I don't have any handy here, no pun intended, but zills are very nice. In fact, last year at the NAMM show, I found a company that specializes in zills. They're actually here I think in Riverside, and it's a family business, and they import and make all sorts of zills. That's all they do is make zills, and they make all different metals, all different weights and thicknesses, and it's fascinating. I mean, they must have had 40 different types of zills. So obviously they're connected a lot with the belly dance community. Um, so yeah, get really good at zills. All right. Yes, pro shakerist, Cornelius. Okay, so let me show you a couple other instruments that we can use for the Gimme 5 today. I think we might as well start moving in that direction. I do have the Tinkatong that is from Feel Tone, and that is let me focus the side camera. Well, let me show you the top view. So that's this instrument, which is a tongue drum, right? Wooden, we usually call that a wooden tongue drum. And you can play it with a mallet. This one is D minor tuning, but I discovered that if you, let me see, I think it's these three notes work with A minor as well. So it can kind of work with A minor or D minor. And I've got some other stuff back here. We've got I got a big cowbell, like a mambo bell. I've got egg shaker cluster. It's like a whole nest of eggs. We've got the scraper. We've got the kabasa. We've got kashishi over here. We've got the rattle, right? We've got bongos, congas, cajon. So let's go ahead and you guys put in your 5 instruments that you would like to have featured in an improvisatory, and an extemporaneously generated musical offering. That will come up shortly. And I'll just play some cajon in the meantime while that's happening. All right. So let me see. We're in the final stages, I can tell. All right, so while you guys are finalizing that, I will go to this. So we're on the right slide. Give me 5. I also do want to give a shout out to Native Tongue Percussion, suppliers of these hand activated percussion. There are clamps that go on the instruments, and I use them a lot, right? I use these in just about every video, every Tuesday Museday, because they're so handy. And I will be doing a little bit more with these, making videos, because there's other stuff. Like I did have this one, which is the tambourine sound or chick sound. It's not really a tambourine sound, but it's like tambourine jingles, but it's a little tighter. It sounds, I don't know, kind of like, to me it sounds like muted, like the side of a timbale or maybe like a hi-hat kind of sound. And there's other ones. There's more besides just that. So I appreciate Mike and the team at Native Tongue Percussion. So if you guys go check them out, spread the love, check it out, say hello, and we will keep everything moving. That's what we're here for, to support the people who support us by making cool stuff for us to play. All right, so we've got Daisy for the Gimme 5. Thank you. Thanks to everybody who made suggestions. We eventually come around, to everybody. So keep coming and keep suggesting. So we've got keyboard, tongue drum, egg shaker, cajon, conga, and cajon. All right, nice. We can do that. Keyboard, tongue drum, egg shaker, conga, cajon. All right, I got it. So let me make some room here because it's a little tight over here. I know you guys really can't see the cajon because of this slot, because of the title here. It was blocking your view, but I'll try to improve it. No guarantees. All right, let me see. Maybe we can use a sound. Although I do like the bass. Maybe we can get the bass. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll start with the tongue drum and we'll see what kind of vibe we get. All right, I'm going to go ahead and erase what I had in there to clear the slate. I'm also going to change, I want to change the meter. So hang on a second. I'm going to put in, I think I want to do like a little bit different feel. Okay. All right, Daisy, this is for you. Here we go. All right. Okay, everybody. Well, that was fun. It was a little unexpected. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a cool vibe. I did sneak the flute in there, which I am guilty of, but sometimes you need to just lay the flute over the top. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. That is a this is a bass D flute, and I started playing my A flute, and I thought what was mode 4, but actually that plays in the key of that should have been D. I don't know why that didn't seem to work. So I switched to the D minor flute just because I knew it would work. And welcome, is it Geneva? I think so. Yeah, thanks, you guys. Yeah, you just got here towards the end, but that's okay. If you want to go back, if anybody's here and you tuned in a little bit, later than you thought it was when it was happening, you're welcome. You can just go back and watch the replay. You guys know that all these are available on the channel. They're all recorded, all these Tuesday Musedays. So you can get back to it. Thanks, thanks Daisy and Sue for your kind words. I appreciate that. And let's just close with the idea again that everything we do in the world is amplifying our thoughts and intentions. And just remember, it's conscious and unconscious. All right, so that's all getting amplified with whatever you do, just like musical instruments amplify our movements and our thoughts and intentions, because that's how we, I guess, create our movements, hopefully. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here. Thanks again to Roseanne for your help and being here week after week and showing up. That is the most important thing, really, for all of us is to show up for our own lives, of course. First, I don't mean to show up here necessarily. For me, it's important to show up here. But for whatever you guys are doing, I hope you're showing up for yourself, and I hope you're, spending your time where you like to spend your time. And I'll just leave you with one of my other favorite sayings, which is spend your money where you spend your time. So if whatever you're doing, put your money and attention into that where you like to spend your time. And then if you're not using something you bought, if it's just sitting around, you're not spending your time where you did put your money, then just get rid of that. Sell the thing and use the money for something you do spend your time doing. That would be my advice. So yeah, thanks you guys. I hope you have a great week. I am going to be here next Tuesday, but I will be returning. I'm heading out to Hawaii I don't mean to be depressing. It's not depressing at all. We're going to return my mom to Hawaii, to the waters in Hawaii. We're giving her a nice send-off at sea, burial at sea, and that's happening this Friday. And my wife's coming with me. We're going to do a little bit of scuba diving. And so hopefully I'll make it back here. I'll see you next Tuesday. So I hope you have a great week and a lovely weekend. And thanks everybody for showing up. And come join us at patreon.com/Kalani if you'd like. And we'll see you here next week. Thanks everybody, and have a wonderful evening. See you later.
World Drum Club,